Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Welcome back to the James Ramon Reviews for yet another episode. In today's episode, I actually just did my own little John Wick impression there because today we're reviewing for you the spin-off movie John Wick, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina I should say. And so before I get into how I feel about this movie, what I would give out of 10 and stuff like that, there will not be a lot of spoilers throughout the video. So there's definitely that. So what you need to know is I actually really do enjoy the John Wick movies. They bring this sense of action and entertainment. I think the first and the second movie are my favourites of the franchise. I do enjoy 4, but John Wick 3 is the story. For me it wasn't really the greatest, but I still enjoy all the movies in certain different ways. So going into this one, I was unsure as to whether they were going to pull off a movie where they don't really have a lot of Keanu Reeves in the film, and especially after like a series like The Continental, where I watched the first episode and then really didn't get the chance to really watch the rest of it because it didn't engage me enough. The storyline wasn't really that interesting, so they were trying to do something outside of the Keanu Reeves character that was like, I don't know how this is going to work. So for this movie, when I saw the trailers for Ballerina, I was like, this has potential to be a better version of how you do a John Wick spin-off movie. And so what I'm going to say is, what this movie is about, it's like this kind of simple revenge plot where you've got, Eve, and something happens to her dad and she has to avenge what happens to him, and that's pretty much what this film is all about. It's about 2 hours long, and what I'm going to say right now is, I am really happy to say that this is a really good, a really solid John Wick film. And I will say that the first bit of it takes a while to get going. It's a bit slow at the start as building up the story, but once it gets to the action, it's really good, because I did hear that the guy that did the action scenes for the other John Wick movies actually returned for this film. He did extensive reshoots to the point where they made the action on the level of the John Wick franchise, and I will say that it absolutely delivers that action you're looking for, with how it starts off with simple gunshots and stabbings and all of that, and then it goes straight into these extreme battles and everything. I'll try not to spoil too much, but there is all of that, and I really do enjoy Ana de Armas. She did take me by surprise because I didn't think she was going to live up to Keanu Reeves, but in certain ways she actually does, have a good performance here. She has her own fighting style, so there's a bit to appreciate there about the film. And obviously, it's not the most perfect movie, as I just said, how it's a bit slow at the start. There are moments where you do have Keanu Reeves, and I'm not going to try and spoil too much with that, but I will say that I didn't mind those scenes. It was kind of fun to see him in those scenes with, Ana de Armas, and you do see that in the trailer where he's interacting with Ana de Armas, and you have, his lines of dialogue where he talks really slowly. Like the past couple of John Wick films, he's just been talking really slowly, so they just adopted it into this movie, and this movie's actually set between John Wick 3 and 4, I forgot to mention that as well. So honestly, I really do enjoy this movie, and what also surprised me about Ballerina is how packed of an audience I had last night, or when I watched it yesterday or whatever. I know the movie was out a couple weeks ago, but I didn't expect there to be so many people still after so many weeks of it being out. So there's a lot of people really getting interested in watching this movie, and I hope it does make a lot more money in the box office, because it definitely deserves, deserves to be watched, if you know what I mean. It really is an enjoyable film. I think Ana de Armas is a really cool actress. The way that she trained for ages just to do these stunts, and to be able to be in a John Wick movie is a pretty cool thing to have on your resume. So honestly, out of 10, I'll probably give this movie an 8 out of 10. I would take this any day out of the week to see this more than How to Train Your Dragon. I think I had a better experience with this than How to Train Your Dragon. This movie really was enjoyable. It really gave me everything I wanted in a John Wick film, but it's an 8 out of 10 for me because it's not a perfect film. But definitely go ahead and watch this one. Definitely worth it. And you could also mention how there is some really cool music in this movie, even the lighting and how it's dark at night, and then you get your typical nightclub scenes in John Wick here. There's a lot to appreciate. If you like the franchise, why have you not seen the film, if you know what I mean? So there's definitely that. So yeah, that's been my review of John Wick's spin-off movie Ballerina, and I will also link down below my review of John Wick 4, because I did that a couple of years ago on this channel. I think I did it like around the time it was my 18th birthday and stuff like that, because I do have like an 18th birthday balloon in that video, but there's all like that. So stay tuned for more reviews like this one. I am really happy to report that this is a pretty enjoyable film. So that's my review of From the World of John Wick, Ballerina, and I'll see you for more reviews just like this one. Bye. Yeah, this was an enjoyable film.